Good evening. Welcome to MUSC Health Stadium here in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. It's the Battery versus Richmond Kickers up next. Hello, everyone. My name's Andrew Bell. I'll be your host today. Looking forward to this rivalry game. It's the 60th all-time meeting, Battery versus Richmond Kickers. It's a big rivalry. Stephen Armstrong alongside me played in these games. You know it very well. We were looking at the Richmond Kickers lineup before we came on air. A player that you like is the defender, Alex Lee.
Yeah, the reason I like him, like I said earlier, Andrew, is his consistency. He's been there for a couple of years now, and he leads by example. He's very hard to beat, and his teammates look up to him.
Where's number 18, Alex Lee? He's approaching the 100 cap mark for Lee Cowlish's Richmond Kickers. Well, for the Charleston Battery, the player in form, the striker, Romario Williams.
Yeah, just got a call up to the national team, top scorer for the Battery. And if anyone saw the goal he scored last week, he's in fine form, either goal of the season or definitely a contender.
Check it out online. Double step over, a beautiful finish. And as Stephen said, he's going to join Jamaica for a friendly Tuesday in Peru. Let's have a quick look at the starting lineups as the Battery and Kickers play each other tonight for the 60th time all time. It's an incredible rivalry. And there you can see in goal for the Battery, Adisnell Cooper. Taylor Mueller captains the side. We mentioned Romario Williams up front. Anthony Grant, let's keep an eye on him for the Richmond Kickers. Where's that number 11? All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, kickoff, Charleston Battery versus Richmond Kickers up next.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer. See your Lexus dealer.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer.
Charleston, South Carolina has been captivating people for more than 300 years. Is it our expertly preserved antebellum architecture? Our warm southern hospitality? Our delicious low-country cuisine? Our soul-stirring coastal landscape? Whatever it is, Charleston exudes a gravitational pull as the one destination you absolutely, positively must visit.
Welcome back to MUSC Health Stadium right at kickoff here. Charleston Battery versus Richmond Kickers. 60th all-time meeting between the clubs. And it's always a big game when the Battery plays Richmond. Lee Cowlish, head coach of the Richmond Kickers. I think it's 17 years now he's been in charge of that franchise. Mike Anhauser, his opposite number, been in charge here since 2005. Two of the more experienced coaches in USL. Andrew Bell with Stephen Armstrong alongside me. Stephen, you've played in these games. Always a little bit of extra bite, isn't there, when we play Richmond?
Yeah, it's a good rivalry, and seems to be a bit more physical when we played Richmond. A lot on the line, and people get stuck in.
Well, we'll be looking for that tonight. We're right at kickoff, as I said. It's Hometown Heroes night this evening, so fire trucks are out. There's a few people getting a nice seat on a fire truck there. It's a good view, isn't it? It's been really a story of contrasting fortunes so far this year. Richmond really have just struggled a little bit, to be honest. Charleston, well, they're flying. The Battery coming into this game first place in the USL East. Richmond back in 14th, just one off the bottom, but it goes out the window, really, when these teams play. We've had some real matches over the years, including the first ever game between the two teams, which was the first ever game either side played in USL back in 1993. Lee Cowlishaw, head coach of the Richmond Kickers, actually scored a goal in that game. So scored a penalty, although the Battery did prevail 2-1. Again, 60th all-time meeting, Charleston Battery versus Richmond Kickers. Looks like we're about ready to go. Battery are going to be wearing the red today. The jerseys are available for auction tonight to raise money and honor the Charleston 9. We're at 10-year mark of the tragedy that saw 9 firefighters lose their lives in fighting a fire in West Ashley, just a few miles away here from the stadium. And these special commemorative jerseys are available tonight through auction if you want to get hold of one. And all of the money goes to that charity. So great cause and a great chance to get some Game 1 memorabilia. Richmond play it long. They're in white this evening, the Richmond Kickers. The Battery in the red launch it back into the Richmond half. And that will be a throw-in for the Kickers, taken quickly. There's Alex Lee. Stephen mentioned him in the pre-game. Well, he just has his pocket pick there by Kataro, and it'll be a free kick for the Battery.
Yeah, Andrew, I think if it wasn't the first minute, that could have been a yellow any other time of the game. Interesting tonight, Andrew. You see Higashi and Chang have Chang left-footed, Higashi right, and Coach Anhauser's chosen to put them on opposite flanks tonight.
Yeah, he'll switch them throughout the game. You'll keep an eye on that, I'm sure, but it's a tactic that he does employ. It's a warm day here in Charleston, South Carolina. 85 degrees here at kickoff. Lasso sends it forward. Hackshaw, the obvious target there, but it's straight through to Marcel DeBellis, who gets the start today in goal for Richmond.
Yeah, that's good to see Hackshaw getting forward so early in the game.
Trinidad native Neville Hackshaw as Chang flicks the header on. McCann heads down, and now Romario Williams, his first touch. Flicks it over the top for Cordovez. Be looking to come onto his left foot there, but he can't keep that ball under control, and it'll roll away for a Richmond Kickers goal kick. Been some turnover in this Richmond Kickers side over recent years. Just think about some of the names that aren't on this team sheet anymore. George Davis, the fourth, who's moved on among them. Delicat, of course, the big striker. No longer available for selection, retired from pro soccer now. So a little bit of a rebuilding year for Lee Cowlishaw. DeBellis, right-footed, driven ball away. Hackshaw wins the header. That'll be a throw-in for the Richmond Kickers. No Atula Guerra this evening, unavailable for selection. Referee says play on. It looked like maybe a little bit of a foul there, but not given. Kept in there by Shinosky. Nicely worked by Richmond, out to the far side. Gonzalez. Quick feet to find Imura. McCann now, Patrick McCann. Lee sets it back. Sekire showing for it, but McCann will just slow it down. Out to this near side. Oh, he got caught in possession. Portillo looks up and he can find Chang here. The Battery do like to hit on the break, and it's a good-looking ball down this channel, but defended well by Malan Roberts, who saw that coming, didn't he?
Yeah, he nearly lost it, but did well to recover and clean up.
Richmond with possession here in the early going. Still inside the first 5 minutes. DeBellis, right-footed clearance, into touch. Throw in Charleston.
Yeah, not the best back pass from Roberts. Put him under a bit of pressure, and the goalie sliced it out of bounds.
Little flick on there from Romario Williams. With the pace that Williams and Cordovez bring up front, you have to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be crisp with your passes back to the goalie.
Battery's next game following tonight's match is in Atlanta Wednesday against Atlanta United. That's in the US Open Cup. It's a little quirk of the scheduling there that pits an affiliate side against an affiliate side. So the Battery's the official USL side affiliate team of Major League Soccer. And Charleston's got a few Atlanta players on its roster, so no shared ownership. I think that was the key in allowing that fixture to be to happen.
Good referee in there, giving Richmond the advantage on Portillo's was undercutting one of the Richmond players.
Our referee tonight is Gustavo Solario, as Richmond pump it clear. Hackshaw after the loose ball finds Portillo. He does well to find Agashi. Charleston might be able to get a couple of passes together here, but in the end, defended well by Connor Shinosky. Heads it back to the goalkeeper, DeBellis. It's funny, Stephen, if you look at the stats, Charleston has had the minority of the possession in every game this year, but they've also won a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good sign. Some teams do have a lot of possession but go side to side, but Charleston doing it the right way and actually following up with some goals and some some clinical finishing.
They will hit back on the break. Williams, he was looking for help from the referee, and he gets it, the decision, so a free kick for the Charleston Battery.
Yeah,
Woodbine, rather, going to ground there.
Little tug there by Grant, pulled Woodbine down.
Anthony Grant, Jamaican native.
Yeah, I've been very impressed this season with Charleston's back four. You know, players like Woodbine. Coach Anhauser's been lucky to call on his back four and have the same lineup week in, week out.
Yeah, he's basically got I would think, his preferred starting back four tonight, with Griffith back in the lineup, the right back. The captain on the ball now, Taylor Mueller. And then you mentioned Brian Woodbine on the left side with Lasso alongside him. That's poor from the captain, but one back in the tackle by Charleston. Portillo works it out to Chang. Chang waits for Griffith, tries to send it into the channel for him. He's asking a lot of the Antiguan defender. And Atlanta can pass it away now with Troyer. Across the middle here to McCann. Here's Lee. Flicked out to the far side. Retrieved by Braden Troyer, who is a South Carolina native, played for the Battery Academy as a young man. McCann sends it forward. Woodbine hooks it clear. Cordovez trying to pick out Chang. Oh, and that's given away in the midfield. So Portillo can take up the running now. Finds Chang. Williams checks to him. Griffith to Portillo. Portillo again. You can see that the heat's affecting it, isn't it, Stephen? The game's not being played at the quickest pace. Flag's going to go up there. That's going to be an offside decision, a free kick for Richmond.
Yeah, I think just slow build-up, and Woodbine was in a good position, made the right run, but they were just too slow getting it to him. He drifted off sides.
Again, these jerseys are available for auction tonight via the bidder auction. You can bid on them right now, I think, all the way through into the second half. We'll be talking to Sarah Cardamone at halftime. She'll explain some of the other things that are happening this evening around this promotion. There is the Charleston 9 patch on these jerseys, so it's a special uniform tonight the Battery are wearing to honour the Charleston 9 as Romario Williams goes down, and that will be a goal kick for Richmond.
Yeah, well, Shanoski did well there not to foul him, and I think Williams was hoping for a free kick, but good call again from the referee.
Game has yet to come to life. 10 minutes in. It's not what you would typically see from a Charleston-Richmond match. Battery do have the all-time edge coming into this game. 26 wins for Charleston, 24 for Richmond, and just 9 ties. And over those 60 games, we've only ever had 1-0-0. So I think the one thing you can be certain of, or fairly certain, is you should expect a goal tonight. Richmond coming into tonight's match on the back of a 1-0 loss to New York Red Bulls, a home loss that. Brandon Allen scored the lone goal. The Battery, well, they saw a 2-goal lead disappear 3 times last week in the 4-4 tie versus Louisville. Lasso switches to the far side. Troyer working against Chang. Lovely feet from Chang, but he slips as he spins and turns. Sikire. Blocked by Hackshaw. Kataro finds the pass to Chang, and Williams is in behind the defender if the pass can find him. Sets it down, and the shot is wide from Eviel Cordovez. Good work from the Battery front three there.
Yeah, very decisive going forward. Brilliant ball from Agashi to find Chang. Same across to Williams, who chested it down to, what was that, Cordovez.
Just put it wide, huh?
Just pulled it wide, yep.
Stay up to date with the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern on Sirius XMFC Channel 85. Don't forget, Sirius XMFC will air the USL Game of the Week. Check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. Flick on there for Williams. And he got caught as he was going through, and this could be a booking. And it is. Well, Shanoski can't have too many complaints. I think if he doesn't foul Williams there, it's one-on-one with the keeper, isn't it?
Yeah, he had to do it. He's lucky there were more players around, a bit closer to goal and no one else. It could have been a
different color,
red or yellow. The ref would have had a decision to make.
As it is, no real problem. It's just it'll bring up a free kick for the Battery with Portillo over it.
Yeah, we should get a chance to see the quality of service from Portillo.
He does strike the dead ball well, Justin Portillo. Sikire is being pulled back another step. Owusu Sikire. He's ignoring the referee's paint job there. And the ball is flicked in, away by Richmond, defended well. Woodbine hooks it across to the far side. Cordovez. Back to Justin Portillo. He's looking to find Lasso at the back post, headed away again by Richmond.
Good defending by Gonzalez.
Yeah, to be strong there against Lasso as the ball is cleared.
Actually, that was Alex Lee.
Lee it was, wasn't it, the right back?
Good on the right side of Lasso.
Lasso's trotted back to the halfway line here. Griffith sends it in. Portillo controls the loose ball. Wide now to Quinton Griffith. Whips it across. Away by Lee. Woodbine first to the loose ball. Lasso squares it to Mueller. Richmond sitting in defending at the moment. Troyer gets ahead of Chang. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Cordovez. Quick feet. Hits it well, but hits it well over the target.
Yeah, always
kick.
leaning back, and that's always rising. I think with this heat, Andrew, the Battery, Richmond as well, they've got to let the ball do the work and put more pace on their passes.
Yeah, it's going to be a long evening otherwise, isn't it? Very warm day. Marcel de Bellis, the goalkeeper today. 6'3", native of Oakville, Ontario. Comes to Richmond from Ottawa Fury. That looked like a handball there, but the referee allows play to continue. Higashi rolls it inside to Williams. Takes the position and flicks it wide to the far side. Well played. Down the line to Chang. Was he bumped? Not enough for a foul. Throw in Richmond. A bit unwilling to give the ball back to Richmond there, and the referee, Mr. Solario, comes across to tell him to cut that out. Now then, Sekire with the ball at his feet. He can't find a teammate. Pops forward again. Now here's Portillo. Woodbine. The captain, Taylor Mueller. Quarter of an hour played at MUSC Health Stadium. No score here. Battery versus Richmond Kickers. Mueller sends it forward to Chang. Chang turns with possession. Into touch it goes, throw in Charleston. Portillo now. Higashi made a nice run there from midfield. Not a lot on for Portillo. Backwards to Hackshaw. Angles it forwards towards Woodbine. It's going to be headed out and now cleared, is it, by Richmond? Yes. Well played. Sekire in the middle of the park. Alex Lee, the right back. And a nice ball in behind there, but Lasso will come across and clear, but it's going to be an attacking throw-in now for the Richmond Kickers. Well, this would suit a long throw specialist if Richmond have one. It's going to be Raul Gonzalez. Lining up the throw from this near side. Everyone bar Williams back defending for the Battery. Angled in at the near post. And across it comes. There was a push in the box. So a free kick, the result for the Charleston Battery. Let's send it down to Poppy Miller, who's on the sideline.
This is a huge
Poppy.
game for both sides. Although the league standings suggest that the Battery should take home the 3 points, this is always a close game. A game that Coach Anhauser told me this week is often an only 1-goal game. This is their 60th meet in 25 seasons and the longest continuous rivalry in professional US soccer, with two of the most experienced coaches in the league who used to play against each other. There's no denying it's a massive game for both teams.
Thank you, Poppy. We'll keep an eye on that. We mentioned it, 60th game. And with a bit of luck, Poppy will be talking to Mike Anhauser before we go to break at the half. And Lee Cowlishaw before we get to the second half kickoff. So great to hear from both coaches. Of course, they played against each other in this match as players, coached against each other many times. He's a wily customer, Lee Cowlishaw, isn't he, Stephen? He's had some success over the years.
Yeah, he's always has his teams well prepared. You know, at least every time I've played against him or watched his teams play. Very good team.
You can see the bidder address there on your screen now. If you want to bid on one of these game-worn jerseys, again, all of the money raised go to the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund as Lasso slices that one into touch. Yeah, bidder.co/events/Charleston 9.
Yeah, Lasso's been a bit loose with possession and clearing the ball in the first quarter of the game. Hopefully we can rectify that.
Asante with a touch. Goes backwards to McCann. Now the ball wide to Lee. There's 3 in the middle for Richmond. Asante to McCann, who's asking for it inside the center circle. Imura. Oh, nice little bit of movement there from the striker. He sends it across the middle. A chance perhaps. Oh, heavy challenge in the middle of the box. I think in the end it's just going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, Michael Chang nearly criminal there, holding on to the ball in his own box. Troyer dipped in nicely and nearly finished it. Well played from Grant to get around Mueller. Here's a touch from Chang.
Oh, well, it was a brave challenge from Lasso in the end. Grant did well though. He just put the shoulder on Mueller.
Yeah, just got him off balance. Good move.
Probably the best chance so far. That's a foul on Cordovez by McCann, so Charleston get a free kick as the game just shows signs of life here at MUSC Health Stadium. Got Coach Cowlishaw up off his seat. Mueller allowed to bring it to the halfway line. He plays it forward. No real problem that for the Richmond kickers. And McCann, who just likes to patrol in front of that back four, plays it wide now to Lee. McCann again. Here's Shinosky. A little bit loose with that one, but Roberts will send it back to DeBellis.
Great pressure from Cordovez.
And in the end, the pressure pays off as the Charleston Battery get a throw in front of the home bench. And it's a Brian Woodbine, the Jamaican, to take it. Great throw. Lovely touch there. Romario Williams to Cordovez, who tries his luck. Takes a deflection on the way through. Corner kick, Charleston Battery.
Yeah, very effective. Long throw. Nice soft touch from Williams into the path of Cordovez. Is that the first corner for Charleston?
It is. And it'll be Justin Portillo to take it. Well, Williams is showing the form that has got him a national team call-up. He'll be joining the Reggae Boys Tuesday in Peru. It's a long trip for him. He leaves tomorrow. So good luck to him and the Reggae Boys on Tuesday. Here's the corner. Portillo whips it in, punched away by DeBellis. Safety first from the goalkeeper. This time Portillo to the left foot, swings it to the back post, headed away.
Good defending by Roberts.
He had Lasso breathing down his neck there. Griffith diagonal ball in, looking for Lasso, who heads up into the air, eases the defender out the way. Mueller up there as well now. Both centre halves working hard offensively. That one will be off Mueller for a throw-in.
Yes. Good experience from Sekire.
Up the line it goes. Well, that one from Sekire. Awkward. And now the long throw might come into play with Woodbine up to take it. Well, Lasso's going forward, so this looks like it's a training ground set piece, Stephen.
Yeah, but Something going on with Shinosky and Williams the ref doesn't like. Cordovez involved too.
Forrest Lasso is 6'5". It's not just that. He's also a big presence. He's difficult to move if you're defending him. He'll be looking for this from Woodbine. It's a looping throw in at the near post. Headed away by Richmond. Chang. Oh, off the hand. Well, I'm not sure how much he knew about it, but the arm was up. And the referees awarded the Charleston Battery a penalty.
I think it might have been Asante Samuel, Andrew.
We'll have another look at it in a second. And it'll be Portillo to take it. Let's have a look. Now, there you can see. It's unfortunate. His arm's up. It's in an unnatural position. It's a bit harsh.
Yeah, some refs will give it, but for me it's a bit harsh, I think. Samuel's on his way down. He was a yard away from the header. There's not much he could have done about that.
Yeah, he jumped, and his arm was up because he jumped, but right in front of the referee, the penalty kick awarded, and Portillo then on the 25-minute mark with a chance to give the Charleston Battery a lead.
See if he accepts the gift.
And he buries it. He's usually very clinical. Well, hold on a second. Are we going to have this retaken? Yes, because there was encroachment. So the pressure on here a little bit. Well, Portillo felt he'd scored. Remember, the players have to stay out of the box until the kick is taken.
Yeah, until he makes contact. Could have been Williams or Hackshaw were the two closest.
Well, now the question is, does he go the same way? Interesting. It's Portillo from the penalty spot. And he buries it into the same place. The goalkeeper guessed right, but he couldn't get across quick enough, and the Battery have a 1-0 lead. That's a tough decision, really, isn't it? Which way do you go on the second one, Stephen? I think he just banked on himself there. And
yeah, you just got to be confident. Whichever way you decide, you just got to be decisive and don't change your mind at the last minute. This will be good for the game now. How long? We're 25 minutes in now. Richmond has to come out and play a bit. They haven't offered much except for one chance for Grant and Troy earlier on.
Yep, I agree. Let's hope this brings the game to life. We'll be looking for a response now from the kickers. Remember, this is the 60th meeting between these two storied clubs. And Richmond on the front foot quickly here as they chase that equalizer. Into touch off Igashi.
Richmond with a lot of technique, a lot of talent in the midfield, but we haven't been able to see what they've got up front yet.
Lee swings one in. Grant gets the ball down, but Cooper comes off his line quickly.
Good strength from Mueller to hold off the centre forward there.
Don't forget, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Battery is a Nike club. As the referee blows his whistle again. Again, our referee today, Gustavo Solorio, well, he's inserted himself into the storyline by awarding that penalty.
I think he's been very good up until that decision, which is a bit dubious. Shinosky and Roberts having a hard time with Cordovez and Williams tonight.
It's a big front two for the Charleston Battery, and it's a lot of pace as well between them. They're not going to be pushed around, that's for sure. Portillo swings it in. It takes a deflection, and that's behind for a corner. That will send Michael Chang across with that left foot in-swinger coming up next.
I think at some point one of the officials has got to catch on that Sakiri is encroaching. He's within 5 yards by the time Portillo makes contact.
I'm going to give credit to Lee Cowlishaw on that one. I think he's told him to get as close as he can because he's doing it every time. Here's the corner. In at the near post. Oh, I tell you what. Lasso was close to making contact with that. It was headed away by the Richmond defender.
Yeah, wicked delivery from Chang. Don't get much better than that.
It'll bring up the long throw in of O'Brien Woodbine. It's a bit like a corner, this. If he can get it right. Great throw in at the near post. Bounces inside the 6. Well, that's heart in mouth times for Coach Cowlishaw.
You're right, Andrew. That was like a corner. The one previous had a bit too much flight on it. That one was,
I mean, that is
driven in.
That is a great throw in right there. You talk about the Rory Delap throw that helped Stoke for those years. There's not a lot of difference between that and O'Brien Woodbine's. Comes in like an absolute bullet. Charleston volley forward. Williams helps it on. Cordovez with a flick forward and controls it. Was he brought down there?
Ooh.
The referee says yes, free kick.
Definite foul. I don't know what he was waiting for there.
Well, this is in range for Justin Portillo. Let's have a look at this foul. He just caught him on the side of his leg, didn't he? I think
he's going for the ball, but he's volleyed the side of Cordovez's right leg.
Well, we have a second. Let me bring the MUSC Health Sports Medicine injury report. Atula Guerra and Ryan Arambula unavailable tonight. Woodbine with a free kick over the top. And the chance comes to nothing.
Bit too lethargic with his approach there. A bit too casual. Need a bit more energy on the approach.
He can hit them, Woodbine. Surprised that Portillo allowed him to take it, though, because he's the set-piece man. The fans in E1 enjoying it. The fans on top of the fire truck enjoying the game. DeBellis launches it forward. That's going to be a free kick for Richmond as Hackshaw came in too quickly and too heavily there.
Yeah, he's done well. Hackshaw's won most of those aerial duels. Good feet from Roberts.
Very good feet from Malin Roberts. And has a look up. Can he find the pace of Grant? Griffith across very quickly. Richmond retain possession. Troyer, well played there to Sekire. McCann. Out to Lee on this near side. Set back to Patrick McCann. Chips it forward. Mueller gets the head on it. Charleston get it away. That looked like a rugby tackle there. And that'll be a free kick for Charleston Battery. Well, half an hour in, Stephen. If you're Coach Anhauser, you're not too unhappy, are you?
No, it's like you said, there wasn't much going on for 20, 25 minutes. And fortunately, they've got a bit of a gift from the ref, but they've taken advantage, and now they're in the driving seat.
The onus needs to be on the Richmond kickers to come out and really try and break the Battery down if they can. Get back into this game.
They've been good through the middle, but we haven't seen too much from the wide areas. I don't know if Troyer needs to get a bit more forward as well as Alex Lee. Stretch the Charleston back line a bit.
There's one angled out towards that side, but it's cut out a little easily, really, and Cordovez can bring it forward. Can he find Romario Williams? Not quite. Sekire sends it forward, and now the foot race is on. Cooper comes out and sweeps it up, no problem there.
Yep, good decision.
Raul Gonzalez to take the throw in. It's a quick throw back to Lee. Alex Lee is a Guam international. Small country, but still participates, of course, in all of the competitions, including the World Cup qualification process. Never made it to a World Cup finals yet. Griffith across to concede a throw-in.
Yeah, showing his pace there to recover.
Back in the starting lineup now, Quinton Griffith, after missing a couple of games. Chang helps it on, but it's straight to a Richmond man. Asante pings it across, and there's space now and time for Alex Lee. Into the back post. Hackshaw heads clear. Back into the mixer, and that's easy pickings. And a quick throw out will set Charleston away on the counter-attack here. Kotaro Higashi, the Japanese midfielder, leaves it for Williams. Backwards to Woodbine, and the Battery, I think, just saying, hey, we're going to keep possession for a minute. Stevens saying, get it across quickly to the far side, but they take 3 passes where they could have hit it once, perhaps. I think you're forgetting how hard it is to run about out there, Stephen.
I was going to say, I might take that back considering the heat. Might be a wise decision to slow down a bit.
Make Richmond run. I think that might be the plan as Charleston work it round the outside. Lovely touch from Chang. Griffith's got the pace to get past Troyer. Clips it across to the back post, and it's headed away for a corner.
Great defending from Lee. Couple times now he's been in the right spot to protect his goalie.
Good ball in, wasn't it?
Yep. Incredible pace and a nice touch from Chang to flick it down into to Quinton's path.
10 minutes to go till the break. It's a corner for the Charleston Battery. Portillo's over it. With pace into the 6-yard box. Lasso heads down. Hackshaw heads it up into the air. The volley comes in. They're appealing for handball again. This time, no chance. That was, if anything, right at the arm, but in a tucked up against Troyer's body. Lasso gets the shot away. And wide of the target, push wide, it'll be a corner kick. Well, it was Mueller first, and then Lasso, both centre-halves getting involved.
Yeah, Mueller just couldn't get it under his control quickly enough. Goalie couldn't take a chance there. He had to get a touch.
Probably trending just wide, that shot, but good goalkeeping. So another chance for the Battery from the corner. This time deep to the back post. Oh, Lasso missed the header.
As did the goalie, DeBellis. Swing and a miss.
Well, that was a good corner kick. Look at that. It was there for the taking, wasn't it? But you're right, they both missed it. And it's behind for a goal kick. DeBellis gets us back underway. Well, it's still 1-0, of course. This is anyone's game. It's like Hackshaw got hurt there as the challenge came in. Richmond come up with a loose ball. Sakire sends it across to Grant. Grant controls. Angle back, and it's deflected behind for a corner.
We'll see the replay here. I think he might have been caught by Sakire's the studs or something as they were going up for the header. Yep, Sakire's got his studs out.
Well, the referee missed it, didn't he? Bit naughty, that. Let's hope Hackshaw's okay.
Yeah, I think the replay will show that Sakire had a bit of intention there with his studs up. Kind of lashed out at Hackshaw.
I wonder if we could have another look at that while we wait for the treatment. It's MUSC Sports Medicine's Bobby Weissenberger on the field tending to Hackshaw. And he'll have to come off having received treatment. Don't forget, USL is one of the most prominent... Well, hold on, let's look at this. Yeah. Got him, didn't he? USL, one of the most prominent second division pro leagues in the world, professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with all the latest league news and information by visiting uslsoccer.com. Follow them on Twitter at USL. So a corner for Richmond. Gonzalez in at the near post. It flashes across. Richmond appeal for a penalty. The referee waves away the claim. Not fully away yet, though. Here's McCann. Now Gonzalez. Tackled and fouled. Surely a foul there.
Yeah, no need though. He was running that out of bounds.
So,
careless from Agashi. It's going nowhere.
yeah, he's not going to keep that in, is he? And I think happy to get that free kick, Gonzalez. So well played by the wide man. And this is a chance. The referee's making judicious use of his magic spray. Looks like the Battery wall is paying attention to where he sprayed it.
Cooper staring right into the sun.
Here it comes. Oh, there's a push in the box. The referee saw it.
Sakire.
Yeah, Sakire again involved. It's a good point, that, Stephen. It's difficult at this time of day for the goalkeeper. You can see he's covering his eyes as the ball comes in.
I think that was Griffith that got knocked down in the box.
Yeah, no damage done. 5 minutes to go till the break. It's Charleston 1, Richmond 0. Portillo from the penalty spot, the difference. The goal coming in the 25th minute. And I'll remind you, you can bid on one of these special jerseys that the Battery players are wearing here, with all of the proceeds to benefit the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund. We are at the 10-year anniversary of that tragedy, and Charleston doing its part to pay respect to those men. And we do have some fire trucks out here tonight as well, which the children are enjoying. The ball comes across to the middle of the 18-yard box. Williams doing his best to escape to escape McCann. Charleston will keep possession. Back it goes to Lasso. Out to the far side. Good touch from Griffith. Sends it in. Headed away by Richmond. Sakire. Waits for some help now from Alex Lee. Oh, given away there by McCann. And it'll go straight through the middle to Williams. Goes to ground as he cuts to the left of the Richmond defender. The referee saw nothing wrong with that challenge. Shinosky catching Williams.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything there in the run of play. He stayed down.
Well, the referee's going to allow play to continue. No, I think Asante, quite rightly, he's going to allow Bobby Weissenberger on. Let's hope Williams is okay. Remember, he's off with the national team tomorrow. Is this a foul, Stephen?
It's hard to tell. I mean, there was slight contact. I think their knees might have collided. It's hard to see from that angle.
Mario Williams, not a play that goes down a tremendous amount. Leads the Charleston Battery with 10 goals on the season. I think that's good for second in the whole of the USL. First in the Eastern Conference. And I think you're right, it was knee-to-knee contact. And he should be up and okay, no problem.
He's holding his left leg.
Well, Sporting from Richmond to allow the treatment. And Williams, just looking down out of your picture, he's up and okay, he's fine. He's taking on some water, be back into the game in a second. There he is. As the subs just get a little stretch before half-time. And back on he comes. Charleston sportingly give the ball back to Richmond. And we're back underway now. That's an awkward one for Lee. He's not tall enough to keep that one in play. Stay with us at half-time. We're going to be talking to Sarah Cardamone, Director of Marketing at the Charleston Battery. We've got some interesting things happening, not just tonight, but in the next few days and weeks. We'll get the update for you. as Williams turns into trouble there. The referee again says no foul as Shinosky holds his ground. I think Williams is just waiting to try and get into a bit of a sprint with Shinosky. I think he'd love to test his pace. Cooper into touch. It'll be a throw-in for Richmond. Couple of minutes to go till the break. Charleston with a 1-0 lead here. It's been better from the kickers since they conceded, as it comes out to Shinosky at the halfway line. Grant, lovely first-time flick. It's away by Charleston. Out to the fullback Lee. Shinosky back to Imura. And now Roberts. Here's Troyer. McCann. Rolls it square to Shinosky. That's given away. And one back in the tackle. Cordova's a bit careless with it. And fouls Alex Lee. It'll be a free kick for Richmond.
Yeah, Cordova should have released that to Hackshaw, who'd made the run alongside him.
Sakire trying to wriggle past Portillo. Up and away by Igashi. Unorthodox but effective. Now Asante with space. Running at Griffith. To the byline. Overcooked the cross. And I think it travelled across the goal line there, Stephen. It's going to be a goal kick for the Battery. We are going to have a minute of stoppage time, but before we get to that, let me get your thoughts. Stephen Armstrong, former USL and MLS midfielder.
Yeah, it was a bit slow to start. I don't know if the heat had an effect, but it was only since the ref had a dubious decision, gave Portillo a PK, and that the game picked up a bit more chippy, and I should see more of the same in the second half. Richmond having a go.
We'll be looking for that for sure. We're into stoppage time here at the end of the first half. We won't have time to catch up with Poppy Miller on the sideline at the break. We'll come back to her before the second half begins and hopefully get thoughts from Mike Anhauser. Richmond with a bit of possession to finish out the first half. There's still time to get it forward. Maybe create one more chance. Imura gets it wide. That's a good start. Brings it back inside now. Chips it forward. Woodbine dealt with it partially. Here's Gonzalez. Sets it back. Looping ball in. At the back post, Chang goes to ground. Play on, says the referee. No foul. In it comes again. A half chance for Sakire. It came off his head. Wide of the target, though. And behind for a goal kick. There is the half-time whistle. And the Charleston Battery take a 1-0 lead into the locker room. So Charleston Battery 1, Richmond Kickers 0 the score. And let me just remind you, it was Justin Portillo who scored the only goal of the half from the penalty spot. The first penalty waved away, the second one into the corner, and Charleston with a 1-0 lead. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, half-time here at MUSC Health Stadium. The score at the break, Charleston 1, Richmond 0.
12 extra channels is more, but 46 extra channels is much, much more. With Home Telecom, you can channel more, internet more, automate more, security more, and gigabit more. Much, much more. How's that for living life ahead with Home Telecom?
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness, and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer.
When you combine home security with smart technology, you get Home Smart by Home Telecom. Manage your home and keep it safe wherever you are with local support and competitive prices. Live life ahead with Home Smart by Home Telecom.
See your Lexus dealer. Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer.
Welcome back to MUSC Health Stadium. 45 minutes in the books. The Charleston Battery 1-0 up over the Richmond Kickers. Justin Portillo, the difference so far. It's Andrew Bell with Sarah Cardamone, Director of Marketing at the Charleston Battery. Sarah, it's a special night tonight. We are raising money for the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund.
Yeah, you see the red jerseys that the players are wearing tonight. They have the Charleston 9 patch on the sleeve, honoring the 9 firefighters that died in the sofa store fire 10 years ago. They're still up for auction. You can bid on them at bidder.co/events/Charleston9. The auction is open till 8:30. We've raised over $4,000 already.
Wow.
So if you're interested,
that's pretty good.
It's not bad. If you're interested in getting one of the jerseys that you're seeing now, head over to bidder.co/events/Charleston9.
10 years since that tragedy. Unbelievable. I remember that year the Battery wore the patch on the sleeve on the jersey, and tonight they're wearing those special red jerseys, as Sarah mentioned, and you can bid on them right now. It looks like fun out there. They've got fire trucks and all sorts on the in the stadium grounds. Now, Sarah, moving on, after this game, Charleston has to switch gears, and I think it's Open Cup this week, correct?
Yep, the boys are heading down to Atlanta on Tuesday morning, and I know they're all really excited for that match. To get to play their MLS affiliate is really exciting, and they'll get to play against some of their teammates.
Charleston Battery at Atlanta United, and there will be, the game is not on my TV because it's a cup game, but there's going to be a viewing party, I think.
We are planning to have a viewing party at Dig in the Park in Park Circle. Kickoff is at 7:30, so I know they have a good little happy hour over there prior to that. So if you're in Charleston and you want to watch that match, head over to Dig in the Park and check it out. Watch it with our fans and some of our front office staff members.
7:30 p.m. kickoff. Charleston Battery versus Major League Soccer's Atlanta United. Atlanta, they lost the game today 2-0. We were watching it before we came on air. And again, that's a big game. If you're wondering what happens after this game, we won't know until the 15th. June 15th, which is the day after the Atlanta United game, and that's when they'll do the draw for the round of 16. When was that? That was pre-season, I think. That was Romario Williams scoring against Atlanta United in the pre-season. Now, very quickly, we've just got a few seconds. Coming up after that, next home game, hometown, it's 24th of June, I think.
Yeah, June 24th is family night here at MUSC Health Stadium. We're offering family 4-packs for $40. That's 4 tickets for $40, and we'll have tons of fun stuff for the kids to do in the stadium that day. So bring your whole family out. It should be a good one.
June 24th versus Toronto FC. All right, Sarah Cardamone, thank you very much for joining us. As always, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, more from halftime. Battery 1, Richmond 0 at the break.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends, Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars. Innovative technology and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer.
12 extra channels is more, but 46 extra channels is much, much more. With Home Telecom, you can channel more, internet more, automate more, security more, and gigabit more. Much, much more. How's that for living life ahead with Home Telecom?
See your Lexus dealer.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer.
Charleston, South Carolina has been captivating people for more than 300 years. Is it our expertly preserved antebellum architecture? Our warm southern hospitality? Our delicious low-country cuisine? Our soul-stirring coastal landscape? Whatever it is, Charleston exudes a gravitational pull as the one destination you absolutely, positively must visit.
Beautiful evening here in Charleston, South Carolina. And the Charleston Battery, the home side, 1-0 up after 45 minutes. It was Justin Portillo on the 25-minute mark from the penalty spot who scored the goal that separates these two historic clubs. Let's have a quick look at that penalty. DeBellis in goal, and he just buries it. Bottom right-hand corner, no problem there for Justin Portillo. And that's how the Battery got that lead. Let's have a quick look at the standings as we came into tonight's game. We mentioned it during the first half. Charleston Battery first in the USL Eastern Conference, 24 points through 12 games. And Richmond back in 14th place. Haven't won many games, Richmond. That's really the problem. Just 2 games all season so far. Could really use a bit of a boost to get back going a little bit here, Richmond Kickers. Tampa Bay Rowdies, they do play this evening. We'll keep an eye on that game for you. They're in second. Louisville, the side that tied Charleston 4-4, they're in third coming into tonight's match. And the crowd enjoying this one here at MUSC Health Stadium. Poppy Miller's on the sideline. I'm just keeping an eye on her. She's just out of your... There she is in the white, waiting for Coach Anhauser. A reminder, the Battery takes on Atlanta United of Major League Soccer in the Open Cup on Wednesday. That's a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. There'll be a viewing party at Dig in the Park. All right, right now, let's send it down to Poppy Miller on the sideline. She's got Mike Anhauser with her.
Thanks, Andrew. Coach Anhauser, you said earlier this week that this rivalry is often always a one-goal game, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. What were your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, you know, I thought we started well, but they obviously sat back pretty hard in that first 45 minutes, and, you know, they kept us on our heels. We moved around the back, but we didn't really penetrate and get our chances like we have. But you got to commend them for how they're defending, and we got to hope that maybe it opens up a little more in the second half.
And just very quickly, the Battery are coming into this game again at top of the table. How impressed are you with the way they respond to that every week, week in, week out?
Yeah, I mean, they're great every time. And, you know, tonight's a different challenge, and every time they're ready to go. And we got a bunch of professionals and a great squad, so the guys have been fantastic.
Brilliant. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Poppy, and thank you, Mike Anhauser, for joining us, as always. Poppy Miller, the Charleston Battery sideline reporter there, getting some insight from the head coach of the Charleston Battery, Mike Anhauser. DeBellis, well, he was beaten by Portillo's penalty kick. Actually, 2 penalties in a row. The first one waved away because of encroachment. But Portillo, who is very, very reliable from the spot, scored on his second attempt. I think that's his second penalty this year, so back to his old tricks, Justin Portillo. Romario Williams hasn't scored a goal yet. Will get us back underway. Here we go. That's Leo the Lion, the Battery mascot, getting the fireman lift. As Richmond take possession on the far side. The ball sent long. Lasso away. You can hear the bagpipers, I should think. I can certainly hear them on the broadcast. Sounds great. As Charleston pipe it forward now with Cordovez. Looks up, waits for some support from Higashi. Comes back inside now. Slips it through for Portillo. Portillo across to Williams, gets the shot away. Blocked by Richmond. Griffith. To Chang. It's going to have to come back now from Quinton Griffith. I think he realized there was nothing really on there. A little bit of frustration from Portillo, but the decision, I think, probably the correct one. Here's Portillo on the ball now. It's been a bright start to the second half for the Charleston Battery. Stephen Armstrong back with us here on in the broadcast booth. We'll get your thoughts in just a second as Lasso picks out Chang. Chang pushes it down the line for Griffith. Griffith to the back post. Higashi after it. Headed away by Gonzalez. That'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Long throw-in is what Stephen's indicating. I think you're probably right, mate. See if he can get this one with a low trajectory in at the near post. I think that's what he's aiming for. Loops in. Awkward one. It's punched away by the keeper. Chang after it. Sends it back into the mixer. This time, though, DeBellis takes a clean catch.
I think the goalie might have come down on the back of Lasso's heel there, Andrew.
Accidentally?
Yep. It's been a bit suspect on the crosses.
Well, let's have a look.
Misses the first one.
Oh, yeah. Caught him coming down, didn't he? And that looked like an awkward one for Lasso. But fortunately up and okay. DeBellis to get us back underway here. The onus on the kickers to come at the battery and try and get back even here. Griffith got undercut there, surely. The referee doesn't signal for a foul. So play continues. Mueller thumps it clear.
I agree with you on that one, Andrew. Griffith not happy.
I think it was Sekire again, who's been in the middle of a few of these tussles. That one off target there from Patrick McCann. Cordovez sends it into the gap and the chase is on here. Williams has got some pace, gets to the ball first. The referee says no foul as he goes down. And, well, I'm going to give credit to Malcolm Roberts there. He did a good job of shepherding Romario Williams. Charleston get it back at the halfway line. No foul called there as Woodbine goes down. Finally, the referee blows his whistle. Well, I tell you what.
He's missed that one. It was the assistant that spotted it.
Well, thankfully he did, because
I think it was Gonzalez that just tripped him up. And again, this time on Higashi.
A little bit of frustration, I think, creeping into Richmond's side. Charleston ahead here. Reminder, the jerseys that the Battery are wearing tonight can be purchased at auction on that, using that little link on the screen. As Cordovez goes to the byline, sends it across. DeBellis is there. And all the proceeds to benefit the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund. 10-year anniversary of the Sofa Superstore fire here in Charleston, South Carolina.
Incredible.
You are watching this game on WCIV TV in Charleston, South Carolina. Thanks for joining us. It's Andrew Bell, Stephen Armstrong, Poppy Miller down on the sideline. As Chang scuffs that clearance straight to a Richmond player. It's Asante now. Has a look up. Good ball to the far side. Lee on the left foot. Didn't miss the target by much. You saw Cooper stretching out, so he would have had one thought that that was going to creep in, but wide of the target. Hard to see on that angle, but
couldn't have been too far away.
Adisno Cooper, the former Cuban national team goalkeeper, to the halfway line. Griffith pops it forward. Williams heads it across to Cordovez. Turns with possession, holds off the challenge of Troyer. Chang steps inside Troyer. Williams, little slip pass back to him. Away by Richmond. Gonzalez using his strength there to hold off Higashi. And now the chase on for Anthony Grant. Lasso over there on the cover. And that will be a goal kick. Hasn't had too much to work with yet, Anthony Grant, has he?
No, not much service at all. Quite a bit of possession in the midfield, but side to side, not enough going forward.
Tough little stretch coming up for Richmond. They're home on the 17th next weekend against Tampa Bay Rowdies. Then it's Charlotte at home, and then away at Bethlehem. Really no easy games in this league, though. Quick reminder, there are 15 minutes remaining on the bidder auction for these jerseys to benefit the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund, so get your bid in, please. Take a piece of history. Autographed game-worn jersey. Troyer down the line to Asante. Curls it in. Mueller was well placed. Sekire finds the loose ball. Goes to ground. He was looking for that, wasn't he? The referee says no. And Troyer can't keep it in play. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery. It was a half-hearted attempt from Sekire to win something there, but nothing comes of it. And now Williams has got in behind because Roberts missed the touch. Williams into the box, squares it. Cordovez can't get the shot away, and the chance comes to nothing. Big chance that, Stephen. We'll have another look in a second. At the other end, though, Asante working against Chang, and the referee, yes, he blows his whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for Richmond. But before we get to that, let's have a look at this chance at the other end.
This last touch is a bit heavy right there. But he does well to recover and get it to Cordovez, who gets caught up under his feet. Golden opportunity to stretch the lead.
I think Cordovez was thinking that Williams was going to just bury that, and the ball came to him and was only half expecting it. Well, this is just like a corner, and it's Gonzalez to take it. Two-man wall ahead of him. They're all back defending for the Battery. Ball whipped in. Woodbine gets his head on it. Roberts and Mueller battling. Richmond with possession. Another ball swung in. Lasso heads up and away. That looked like a foul.
Agreed.
The referee plays on. Out to the far side. Cross comes in, takes a deflection, and behind it'll be a corner for Richmond.
Yep. I don't know why Lasso was shielding that one out of play.
Well, for my money, that was a free kick that the referee missed that would have gone to Richmond. That's what Sekire is telling him.
Michael Cheng it was, Andrew, just nudged someone off the ball.
Well, Richmond are doing a good job of keeping the pressure on Charleston here. 10 minutes into the second half, it's 1-0 to the Battery. Gonzalez, Raul Gonzalez with a corner kick for the Richmond Kickers. Played short this time. Sekire, not offside. Chip to the back post. Headed down, a chance perhaps. And the tackle comes in.
That's well played from O'Brien Woodbine not to foul him there. He did well just to compose himself.
Well, Richmond having a go here. And now it's Grant. Sets it to Sekire. The shot takes the deflection off the backside of Taylor Mueller. And we'll have another corner.
Yet another corner, another chance from Gonzalez to put it in the box. His quality's been good thus far. Will the pressure pay off for the visitors?
Well, Richmond, we'll give them credit. They're having a real go at the Battery here. Can Charleston hang on? Gonzalez. Another good ball in, and it flashes across the face. It bounced in the 6-yard box.
Ref's seen a touch there.
I didn't see a touch, but he's given another corner to Richmond, this time from the other side. Well, Gonzalez is going across to take it, which means we're going to have an outswinger now. Get your head screwed on, says O'Brien Woodbine to his teammates. Cooper having a word as well. Cross comes in. Hackshaw gets his head on it. Williams leans but doesn't get much purchase. Sent back into the mixer, and no problem for Cooper. And now Charleston can counter-attack perhaps. Griffith with possession. Sends it down the line. Troyer on the cover. Safety first from the young defender. Don't forget, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Still time to bid on one of these jerseys. All the money going to the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund. Their Nike commemorative jerseys, game worn with the Charleston 9 patch. And you've got about 10 minutes, I think, to get one. Just go to that address there on your screen. Could cross that to the back post, but Gonzalez will have to retrieve it and now sets it back. Charleston a bit stretched here as the ball comes in. Secure goes down.
Again.
And I think this time the referee's going to have a word with him, is he? He's given a free kick to the battery.
If he's given a free kick, it must be a yellow card.
Not shown.
I think a cup.
He's just diving, isn't he? And the referee has seen it, but he hasn't done much with it.
I think one point I'll make, Andrew, is Asante's having a bit too much time on the ball on the left wing to pick his pass. Griffith's got to get a bit tighter.
Yeah, I was wondering if Higashi is getting back to defend as well. It's those two on that side, isn't it? We'll keep an eye on that. Or Stephen will, rather. Let me remind you to stay up to date on all the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts. Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Sirius XMFC. That's channel 85. And that's where you can also find the USL Game of the Week. Check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. Great header there from Lasso. Higashi muscled off the ball by Amora, but that's given away, and it's Chang who finds the loose pass. He misses his pass towards Williams. There's a few heavy challenges going in now. There's a player down the right back. It's going to be a throw-in for the Richmond Kickers, and while we have a second, I will let you know that USL is one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with all the latest league news and information by visiting USLsoccer.com. Visit them or follow them on Twitter at USL. Bit of talking going on to the referee there, Stephen.
Yeah, Secure remonstrating. Don't know what he's talking about. From our vantage point, we've seen two dives and a lash out at Hackshaw in the first half.
Yeah, I think it's frustration, isn't it? He's an experienced pro, Secure. And you just feel like with his quality, he could still have an impact on this game. He's definitely trying every trick in the book.
He is very good on the ball. They just need, like you mentioned earlier, needs to focus on getting the ball into Grant's feet.
DeBellis to the halfway line. And that's going to be a booking as Woodbine kicks the ball out of the ground. He can't complain, can he?
Nope. Careless foul. He didn't need to go back into the back of Gonzalez, and then he just volleyed it into the parking lot.
Well, with a few minutes remaining on the auction, I can tell you that Forrest Lasso's jersey is currently the high bid. There's still time to get hold of that Forrest Lasso jersey, though. Go to bidder.co/events/Charleston9. This is the only time these special jerseys will be worn. That red Nike jersey, the battery jersey with the Charleston 9 patch on the sleeve. Free kick Richmond. Driven in. Headed down, and it came off the Richmond player last. It's going to be a goal kick. It's been a bit stop-start, hasn't it, Stephen? But it's been a better spell for Richmond.
Yeah, definitely more energy from Richmond. Like they realize time's running out and they're pumping the ball forward a bit more than they did in the first half. Just need that quality in the final third, though.
Portillo heads forward. Cordovez after the loose ball. Chang finds the loose ball. It strikes the face of Sekire. That would have stung. It came at him very quickly. Troyer might want to play this into touch here, and he does. And it'll be a break in play to allow Sekire some attention, I think. I think it just caught him flush, didn't it, there? Oof. Not much you can do to defend yourself. It just hit him right in the nose, didn't it?
Yeah, it's impossible to get out of the way of that one. A few yards away, volley to the face.
Not sure if you've been following the U20 World Cup, Stephen, but the World Cup final is tomorrow. England will play Venezuela. It's an early kickoff. I want to say it's a 6 a.m. Eastern time kickoff, but I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll be watching myself.
First World Cup final for England since 1966. I think Venezuela, the side that knocked the United States out earlier in the tournament. We had some interest in that game, of course, with the Atlanta United Academy player Lagos involved. Jeremy Ebubise, who played here last year, also involved with the U20s, scored a couple of goals in the tournament. As the Battery sportingly send it back to the keeper, De Bellis. This game hanging in the balance here. 1-0 the scoreline. Charleston ahead. Just over the hour mark now. Richmond showing some fight. Down the line it goes. Now Malin Roberts, starting from deep inside his own half. Quick pass up to Sekire. Caught in possession by Williams, and the counter-attack is on now. Chang pushing forward. Troyer trying to get back goal side. Now Chang sizes him up. Sets it across to Williams. Oof. Brought down, was he? No, the referee says no foul. He tried that Zidane roll. He may have just fallen as he slipped away from the defender. And if that's the case, credit to the referee because he had a good look at it. Chang beaten off the ball by Troyer. Now Sekire. Pushes it wide to Lee. Back to Patrick McCann. Asante. Shanoski now. Here's Sekire. Shot is blocked. Troyer first to the loose ball. Looks up. He finds a teammate in McCann. There's not a lot to aim at in the box. Not a lot of pressure on him. And he accepts the challenge, gets the shot away.
Yeah, way too much time on the ball there to line up his shot.
1 minute remaining in the bidder auction. Get your bids in now if you want to own a piece of history, Charleston Battery history. And at the same time, raise some money for a very, very, very good cause. It's bidder.co/events/Charleston9. That's where you need to go with about 60 seconds remaining. And thank you to everyone who has participated as Griffith opens up his legs. He's away from Troyer. He's away from McCann. Sends it across the middle. Defended well. Here's Williams. Now Michael Chang. To the back post, looking for Woodbine. Now Higashi. Portillo. Scoops it wide to Woodbine. Swung into the middle. Again, Richmond just hang on. Good footwork there from Chang. Hackshaw across to Higashi. Charleston keeping the pressure firmly on Richmond here. Lovely turn from Williams. Down he goes again. The referee again says no foul.
Yeah, just off balance, but great sustained pressure from the home team.
And it still continues. Woodbine working. Across it comes. Oh, that was an awkward one. DeBellis did well to keep his eye on it.
Nifty back pass from Shanoski. Just sliced off Shanoski's right foot as he tried to clear it. Luckily, the goalie was alert. Hackshaw's been very strong in the midfield, winning a lot of headers from the goalie's, either his punts or his goal kicks.
It's going to be a throw-in for Richmond on the far side, which will allow a couple of changes. Oliver and Janet are going to come on, Sonny Janet. And I think it's going to be Sekire and Asante who will make way. Well, I know he's been in the thick of it, Sekire, but I'll give him credit. He's worked his socks off, hasn't he?
Yep, agreed. Might be a decision by the coach, Calishaw, just in case Sekire loses his composure towards the end.
Yeah, some of his work was bordering on the dark arts, but there's a place for that in the game as well, and he was definitely trying. As you know, Stephen. Well, I can tell you we raised just over $7,160, so thank you very much. That's a superb effort, and for a very good cause. Griffith finds the pass now to Cordovez. Troyer working against him, so's McCann, and he's got the pace to get away from both of them. Back onto his left foot. To Chang. Great feet from Chang. Chips it forward, an awkward one. And Roberts is there, did very well. Richmond looking for that tying goal. Charleston have come close to adding to it, to the lead a couple of times. Chang does well there, rides the challenge from Gonzalez. Dribbles free of him. Pushes it wide to Woodbine.
Great quality of again there from Chang. Not many in this league, Andrew, that have as good a feet as Chang.
He's got lovely soft touch, doesn't he? Having a good year this year, Michael Chang. Hackshaw sends it back to Lasso. Now Portillo. Oh, Hackshaw gives that one away, and now the counter-attack is on. It was Janet who picked him off. Oliver plays it square. And in the end, Portillo comes back, thumps that one clear. Charleston are going to make a change. Tactical change. It'll be Kotaro Higashi who will make way for Dante Marini. Like for like, Stephen.
Yep. Probably see a bit of spark from Marini. He's got good pace. Likes to get in behind the defenders. Might test the Alex Lee's conditioning at this point in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure Lee has done his homework and knows what to expect. He does have a good turn of pace, Dante Marini.
They've sent the centre-backs up, Shinosky and Roberts in the box for the long throw.
It's Gonzalez with the throw-in. Pushing in the box. The referee, he looks very angry. Look at him walking across. He's having a word with the Richmond player.
I think Shinosky's not too blatant, but he's swung his arm a little bit at Lasso there.
Well, over the years, we've had some battles with the Richmond. There's no love lost between the teams. Here comes the throw. Mueller gets his head on it. Imura. No problem there. Wasn't the best pass from Mueller. In the end, it takes a big clearance from Griffith.
Good decision.
Troyer gives it away. In turn, Charleston. Well, do they hang on to it? They just about do with Chang's quality there. Plays it in square to Cordovez. Turned into trouble. And it'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Here's Cordovez. To Romario Williams. Through the legs of the defender. Down goes Cordovez. Nothing doing there, says the referee. Well, they're really asking some questions. Richmond staying alive in this game. I think a second goal would kill it off. Is there a foul there?
It's hard to tell. I think there's contact, just not enough for the ref's liking.
Here comes the long throw-in from Brian Woodbine. Looping throw-in. Headed away by Richmond. That's a good ball in off the right foot, and it's Troyer who heads it away. Lasso was bearing down on it. Griffith finds the ball. Plays it in square. Away by McCann.
Not enough numbers from Charleston in the box. Great work from Griffith to intercept and get a cross in.
He has got pace when he decides to use it, Quentin Griffith, that you cannot combat. Well, that's poor from Mueller, straight to a Richmond player, and now it's 5 against 4 for a second. The shot blocked. Oliver controls. That one's overcooked. I think there's some tiredness creeping into Patrick McCann's legs there.
Yep. He's been good on the ball. His distribution's been good throughout the game. But like you said, I think it's the weather and the fatigue setting in.
Lovely pass from Oliver out to the far side. If he can keep it in, and he can. 3 in the middle for Richmond. It's asking for a cross. Woodbine prevents the early ball in.
Stands him up well.
Anthony Grant comes across. His cross is blocked. It'll be a throw-in for the visitors. 15 minutes to go. I tell you what, you wouldn't put it past Richmond finding an equaliser here. They're having a real go. Here's the ball to the back post. It's Griffith who heads away. Imura. Rolls it wide. Down the line now. Sonny Janet involved. Chang pumps it clear. Roberts intercepts, finds Gonzalez. Oh, just wide. It looked like it was flying in. Charleston were caught out by the angled ball. And the header wide of the target. Big chance for the Richmond kickers.
Who was that? The substitute. Janet.
Oh, he had to score there. Unlucky.
Yep, Sonny Janet. Good run, good timing, perfect execution from McCann, I think it was.
I think to that point in the game, the two centre-halves of the Battery have won everything in the air, but they were caught flat-footed there. And Charleston make a change. They're bringing on Anunga, and off goes Cordovez to make way for him.
Well won by Oliver over Hackshaw.
Richmond with possession. Rolled across to the far side. Given away, and in turn given away. Marini with a tackle, and he won the ball.
Oh,
lovely feet from Chang again.
Incredible balance.
Griffith sends it forward. Williams off the shoulder of Roberts, who just felt his presence and then turned the other way. Well played. Anunga. Hackshaw cuts out the ball, but he doesn't. Well, now he does take possession. Loose touch there from Griffith, but volleyed away by Taylor Mueller. Griffith involved again. And that one a bit aimless, really, and it'll be a goal kick for the Charleston Battery. Well, just over 10 minutes to go, Stephen. We've seen signs of life from Richmond. You feel like there's potentially a tying goal there, don't you?
Yeah, I think the substitutes have made a good impact. The energy level's up and creating one or two chances. Charleston have just got to be solid at the back now and hopefully feed the ball to some of their subs. I wonder if Coach Anhauser might make his third substitution. Some tired legs out there right now.
That was well into the 80s. The humidity high as well today. Difficult night's work for both sets of players. It's a good clearance there from the goalkeeper, Cooper. Griffith, good first touch. And Williams is off the shoulder of the defender. The keeper's coming out. And into touch he goes. Well, what's going on here? The flag up for offside, is it? I hate that rule because it's made both players run 30 yards for no reason.
And it can lead to an injury as well, a collision and an injury. Just a ridiculous rule. The linesman waiting about 5 seconds to put his flag up.
Richmond back in possession now on this near side. Troyer back to the halfway line. And again now Troyer to Roberts. 10 minutes to play. Charleston 1, Richmond 0. Richmond trying everything to get back into this. Imura. Back to McCann. Janet forward. Charleston working hard. That looked like handball there. Play on, says the referee. Wouldn't have had a good view of it if it did strike his arm. Across it comes. Troyer after the loose ball. Controls it. Sends it across. Janet on the chest. Turns, and it's saved by Additional Cooper at the near post. Well, the good first touch from Janet allowed him to open up.
Yeah, great awareness to realize that he could bring that down. Should have done better with it once he did, though. Straight into the hands of Cooper.
That's a push by Romario Williams. Be a free kick for Richmond, which will allow the change. And that's going to be Minatel, is it? Minatulo. Mikey Minatulo, I should say. Minatilo's coming on.
Easy for us to say.
That's right. Minatilo on.
I stand corrected, Andrew. I thought Richmond had made their 3 subs, but that was the last one right there.
And it's a big forward on to add some height into the box for the last 10 minutes. Why not? I think Anthony Grant has gone off, yep. That was a heavy challenge from Taylor Mueller. And that's a booking for the captain.
In the dangerous areas as well. I don't know if he needed to commit to that. Lost his head for a second there.
Well, Charleston now looking, the side that are looking a little bit ragged. And this is a chance for Richmond. Here's a look at that foul. He didn't get anywhere near the ball, but he got the player.
I think it was his trailing leg. His left leg caught him.
So Gonzalez over the ball with a free kick now for Richmond. Cooper's not happy with the wall position. The referee gets his little spray out. Curls it in towards goal, punched away by Additional Cooper. Headed out by Chang. Second ball in. Blocked down by Mueller. Acrobatically away by Woodbine. It'll be a corner for Richmond.
I think
Cooper's down, isn't he? Holding his knee. You can see him there, right there in the middle of the goal.
Yeah, there was contact as he punched it away, but I think the ref missed a foul there on Woodbine as he was trying to clear it. Here's the contact here, Andrew.
Yeah.
It was Oliver.
Oliver came in, caught him a little bit. I got no problem with that, really. And can Cooper continue? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's showing signs of frustration. Well, that's why you keep that third substitute in your pocket, Stephen. Joe Kuzminski is available if necessary. Dusty Hudak away to our right, warming him up. Bobby Weissenberger there with the red hat on. He's the head athletic trainer here at Charleston Battery, a member of the MUSC Health Sports Medicine team. And Mike Anhauser showing some signs of concern. He's looking for a signal from Mr. Weisenberger, the AT, Bobby Weissenberger. And I think they're just checking that knee, aren't they? I feel like he told the referee just to go away for a second. Let him do his job. I mean, really, it's player safety, the most important thing, of course. And he's up now, Cooper, standing up. Hometown Heroes night tonight, raising money. We raised just over $7,000, $7,160 in the jersey auction for the Charleston 9 Memorial Fund. Thank you for everyone who participated. The fire trucks were on site tonight. First responders honored. See a few of the children wearing firemen's helmets. Looks like Cooper's up and okay. Well, that's good news. But he's still got some work to do here. 5 minutes remaining, and he's got to defend a corner here. Gonzalez for Richmond. Bounces down off the bar, and Charleston escape. Came off the underside of the bar, and now the counter-attack is on. Anunga powers forward. Chang overlapping. Cuts it across to the far side. He finds Williams. Williams cuts away from McCann. Hits the shot, and it's saved by DeBellis.
Good break from Charleston. Good pace from Anunga. Good pass across to Williams, who created a good chance for himself.
I think that will remind Richmond that Charleston do have some teeth on the counter-attack.
Too much space out there for Gonzalez.
Showed too much of the ball to Marini, who finds Anunga now.
It's done well.
Took a while, but he gets the ball under his spell and goes backwards to Mueller. Now Lasso. Bit aimless that from Lasso. Richmond will have it back. I think they can sense there's a weakness in Charleston at the moment. Just in the last 10 or 15 minutes, they've really enjoyed some possession and created a couple of chances. desperately unlucky there as that ball came off the underside of the post in the scramble. On the underside of the bar, rather. Here's McCann. Mueller in quickly, but McCann controls that battery play, saying handball. The referee missed it. Gonzalez. Nice touch. The shot blocked and straight through to Cooper in the end. It took a deflection.
Charleston living dangerously right now.
I agree with you, Stephen. I think that Richmond have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. Let's have a look at this chance.
You'd say it's deserved if it actually went in there, and they'd be hard done by if they do lose this one 1-0.
I think Cooper got a little touch on that. He pushed it onto the bar, but
yeah,
couldn't agree with you more. Let's see, what have we got? A free kick for the Battery now, just inside the Richmond half, and Charleston are in no hurry to take the free kick. Justin Portillo waits for the ball.
Waiting for Oliver to get 10 yards as well. So
Gustavo Sororio, the referee tonight, as Williams manhandled but defended well, I think you would say, by Shinosky.
Very well. Good strength from both of them, but Shinosky held his ground. I think they got to throw caution to the wind at this point, Andrew.
I agree. There's nothing.
Just get it forward.
Not much more they can do, really, and why not? That's a good ball. Chance for a cross. Sent in. Charleston dig in on the tackle. Oof. No foul. Portillo goes down. Maybe a chance for Gonzalez. The shot deflected. Cooper comes across quickly to prevent the corner.
Good goalkeeping from Cooper.
We're in the 90th minute. Portillo caught in possession. Bit sloppy from the Battery.
Giving them way too much time to put service into the box.
McCann. Time and space for Patrick McCann. Brings it forward. Gets it wide. Set back now to Imura. Oh, he's asking a lot of the player over there, and that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Into touch. It'll be a goal kick for Charleston. It comes to nothing. We're in the 90th minute. I'm being told 4 minutes of stoppage time, which sounds about right.
Yep.
Had a couple of injuries. Question is, can the Battery hang on for the 3 points? We're into time added on now at MUSC Health Stadium. Portillo got caught there.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble there.
Was it Oliver who got him?
I don't know if he got him or if he just full-fledged volley and then volleyed into the back of Oliver's boot or into his shin.
Yeah.
Not sure. Volleyed into his studs perhaps if we see it again.
They both jumped into it, didn't they? That can be very painful.
There, yep, agreed. It's a nasty one.
It's a throw in here for Richmond kickers. Troyer takes it. He needs to find a teammate here, and he does in McCann. Charleston sitting deep. Janay to Shinosky. Janay again. Shinosky invited forward. Gets it down the line. That one hammered behind. He was trying to wrap his foot around it, but he ended up driving it across the line. It'll be a goal kick for the Battery with about 3 minutes remaining here.
I think you and I from up here, Andrew, we can see the back line of Charleston just dropping back a bit too much. Need to hold their line and step up a bit.
Good win there in the air from Troyer. Hackshaw wins it on the ground. Has he got the strength? No, he's beaten in the 50-50, and now there's a chance for Richmond with Janet running at them, sets it wide. Shot comes across the face of goal, and it's wide of the target.
Everything but the finish there, Andrew. It was Minatillo with the loose cross. He's either got to hit the target or keep that one down. Good ball from Jane.
Oh, just a touch there. Just a touch. And that would have been 1-1. Charleston looking a little ragged here in the late going. Richmond still pushing hard, fighting. Troyer will go back to the goalkeeper now. McCann. Jane gets it wide. Oh, he misses his pass. Well, that's unfortunate. And by my watch, we've got about 60 seconds to play here. Give Richmond a lot of credit. They've really had a go at the Battery in the second half. Coach Cowlishaw obviously had a few words with them at the break. Yeah. Williams is fouled there. Well, that's going to bring up a free kick for the Battery, and that might be just about it.
Yeah, I think so. It should take enough time off the clock here. Bit of a soft foul, like I couldn't see much in it.
Charleston take it quickly, and Williams is going to go to the corner flag.
That's a foul.
And that is a foul, and I think that will just about do it. We've got about 25 seconds to play.
Clumsy from Lee.
Now that's Lee Cowlishaw, the head coach, looking on. His team came very close to finding an equaliser, but haven't done so. Charleston seconds away from another 3 points. Short free kick taken. Williams gets past a couple of them into the box, plays it across towards Anunga. Marini gets the shot away. Now Chang, and it breaks down at the top of the 18-yard box. Is there time for Richmond? Here they come, the kickers. Set wide. We've gone over the 4 minutes. The cross into the middle. And away by Lasso. It was a vital interception. And there is the final whistle. Charleston Battery prevail by a score of 1-0. Justin Portillo, the winner tonight. And that just about wraps it up from us here. On behalf of Stephen Armstrong and Poppy Miller, this is Andrew Bell, wishing you all a very good night. Thanks for joining us this evening, and we'll see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.
When you combine home security with smart technology, you get HomeSmart by Home Telecom. Manage your home and keep it safe wherever you are with local support and competitive prices. Live life ahead with HomeSmart by Home Telecom.
See your Lexus dealer.
When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a veterinarian. I found my calling through nursing. Kids are full of potential. The coolest thing about my job is being right at the bedside with that family, helping them to make the right decisions for their children. What's amazing about healthcare in general and children's healthcare specifically is we're building someone's future and giving them the chance to be what they want to be when they grow up. It's how we're changing what's possible at MUSC Children's Health.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer.